Welcome to Laramie, Wyoming, and one of the highest elevations you will find in all of college football. And it is home to the Wyoming Cowboys, and they have a taste for the spicy brown mustard. A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels, taking on a fellow Mountain West foe, the Wyoming Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Wyoming Cowboys offense will have the ball first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Cowboys will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Here's the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So UNLV's offense has the ball for the first time. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense is kind of struggling.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They'll try to get outside. Pulled down for the tackle.
I don't think the defense was expecting run on that play. 2nd and forever. They were all dropping back into coverage. They got gashed.
On its way. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Rebels with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the tight end. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Makes it past the marker. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Trying play action. The sweet feet buy a little time. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Snaps it in the shotgun. Flushed out of the pocket. And that one's going to be knocked down incomplete, and we have knocked out the 1st quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Vegas. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Great job by the running back scoring on that pitch play off the option. It wasn't easy. He had to make somebody miss and do some dirty work there down inside the 10-yard line, but nice individual effort.
Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Caught in the backfield, it's Durr. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And the Cowboys, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Anderson wants to throw. They're setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's not the end of the world. Bear with me. There is nothing worse than watching wide receivers run those little under routes, and I throw the football, and I'm 10 yards short. You got to put...
Taking it the other way. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The give to the back. Runs through the tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Cowboys line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take him back.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
That's reeled in. It's Scott. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Anderson will throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, who's got a better seat there today in Laramie than you do? And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the highest elevation in all of college football, War Memorial Stadium.
And the Cowboys will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rebels offense is back on the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The option look. Now the toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Firing to the right, complete. Off and running. The 40, at the 30. The 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
Well, if you were wondering if this offense was going to be more conservative in the second half after all the success they had in that first period, think again. They waste no time taking a shot on their opening drive early on, and they've already scored a touchdown here. This defense continues to be on their heels.
Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Wants to fire on second down. That's caught. It's Fitzgerald. Turning it on. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has him across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. He's got an open man. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Cowboys have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Gets it out quickly. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Drop play, quarterback keeps it. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And he's made 1 already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking for room, it's Thomas. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that 1st defender.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Handoff to the lone back. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So 1st down will open up the final period. Pocket breaking down. Got out of trouble and throws. With the catch, it's Lee. Knocked off his feet. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Calandria. The short hands, it's Reynolds. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Look out, he's got room. Powers through. Touchdown, UNLV. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a 1st down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll start this drive going to the air. Bringing the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Cowboys will hustle to the line.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second and regroup before running this next play.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. Anderson wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Get every inch you can, but don't take the big hit. Great job by the quarterback. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Lofts one high and deep. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the running back. Lowers those pads. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Dances away. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Just a short pass to the tight end. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Can't get him to the ground.
And you could tell that the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
The Rebels send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Anderson will throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Here's a heat. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He wants a big play here late. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of